Hey, I want to do a review of the Dr.Prepare Air Purifier that I received. I received this as a gift, and I want to give you my best review of it. I'm glad I received this item because, I do have, I'm very sensitive to the air as far as dust and pollen, and, I sneeze every morning. And my hope is that this purifier here will purify the air enough that I don't sneeze in the morning time. So I'm going to run this test for like 3 days, and my hope is that for 3 days of running this, I will not sneeze. That's how I know if this works or not. So let's just open up the box, see what's inside. This is the box that it comes in. Nice size box. Very professional looking. It's not very heavy, according to me. I don't think it's very heavy. But let's open it up. See, as you see there, it has a double filter. So this works twice as well as those other less expensive purifiers. It has one in the front and the back. So there's 2 filters on here. We're gonna check that out. Let's open it up. Take out the foam. Put that over there. What is this? Oh, this is the user's manual here. But we're going to put this whole thing together without using the user's manual, just to show you how easy this thing is to put together. This side, and pull it out. So that's the unit. The box. Put the box in the corner. And take this off. It's not very heavy. I mean, it's pretty lightweight. I mean, I'm a guy, so maybe I don't, plus I work out, so maybe I don't think it's that heavy, but to me, it's not that heavy. Put that down. Now, underneath the unit will be the power cord. Let's take off the blue tape. And, what's great about this power cord is that, see how it's braided? The braiding of the power cord, it means that it protects the power cord from like your pets, your cat or your dog chewing on this, so it doesn't damage the cord. So keep that in mind when you're looking at other purifiers. Make sure they have like a braided cord, because if they don't, then after a while your cat, your dog chews away at the cord, and then the whole unit is no good, right? So this has a braided cord to ensure that your pet doesn't damage the actual wires inside the cord. So that's a good thing. All right, so the unit stands up like that. That's the unit. And this is the front. Let me just show you the front. Control. So this is the front of the unit. You have the filter reset button. You have the speed. This is the pet mode. This right here is the pet mode. So if you have pets, you definitely want to activate that mode. See this little lock here? It says lock. That's the child lock. So that when you put the child lock on, it prevents your kid from accidentally turning the unit on and off. Also, it has a sleep mode. See the sleep mode? It makes the unit more quiet than normal, so that when you're going to sleep, if you're very sensitive to the noise, hit that sleep button, and you probably won't hear anything. But we're going to actually test that out. And then you get the timer if you want it to be on for a certain amount of time, and then turn it off automatically. You got the auto mode, and then the on and off button. So it's a pretty simple unit to operate. So let's open up the front. So you take that off, that cover off, and inside you have the filter. This is the HEPA filter. Now, what's unique about this purifier is that it has this pre-filter. See this pre-filter in the front? It's cleanable, so that you don't have to replace these HEPA filters all the time. You would want to clean this filter every 2 to 4 weeks, and it saves you on buying new filters, new HEPA filters. You might find less expensive purifiers where they don't have a pre-filter, and you have to replace the HEPA filter every time. That's going to increase your cost of owning those less expensive purifiers. This purifier might be a little bit more expensive than what you might see out there, but because of the pre-filter, you're spending less money on HEPA filters. So you just clean this every 2 to 4 weeks. Now, if you have pets in the house, maybe every 2 weeks. And it says front, means you want this side to be to the front. You want the pre-filter to be towards the fan. Goes on, and then on the back of the unit, you also have same filter, pre-filter, HEPA filter. Put that back in there. Pull the cover. Get that back in there. Oh, pretty simple. See that? Now, I'm gonna tell you a few things about this purifier. It filters dust, pet dander, smoke, and odors. I showed you the pet mode, the cleanable pre-filters. I showed you that. The child lock I showed you, and the sleep mode. So I showed you, the biggest features on here that I think you're gonna really enjoy. But let's power this baby up, because what I want to do for this review, I want to test this for 3 days. So I want to turn it on for 3 days, and then if I don't sneeze, this is the way I'm going to test it out. If I don't sneeze for 3 days, then I would have to say it's a great success. Power this up. See, it's got a little, towards the back of the unit, it's got a little hole, and you put in here. Oh, there you go. Goes inside there. You got that. You heard that bell? The unit. It did give a little beep. This little power, maybe you can't see the light there, but the light is on. Let's hit the little, you heard that? The unit is on. It's got the light. Let's see what oh, that's for this light. You want the light on. Oh, yeah, I can feel the air coming right from here. I have it on auto right now. It has a pet mode. If you want to turn that on, see it's got low, medium, and high at the top for the fan. So if you have a lot of pets, then you probably want to turn that to the, if you hit it again, it goes to high, goes to low. So I have it on low right now. So you hear it? I have it on medium. But let's see what happens when we turn on sleep mode. Hear that? See the sleep mode button is on? So when you go to sleep, you don't hear anything. But the unit is still working. I can feel the air coming from the top of the unit, so it still works. It's just at a lower fan speed so that you can sleep in peace. But like I said, I want to test this thing out for 3 days, and to prove to you it's going to be 3 days. Let me just. I want to show you the time on my computer. See the time down there? Is the 13th of the month. Just want to prove to you it's the 13th of the month. We're going to come back on the 16th of the month. We're going to see how well this unit has performed to make sure I don't sneeze for the next 3 days. If I don't sneeze for the next 3 days, I would say it's a great success. So I'm going to come back in 3 days and let you know how things worked out. Talk to you later. Hey everybody, it's day 3. And like I said, I want to run the Dr.Prepare Air Purifier for 3 days, and I've done that. Let me just prove to you that this is truly 3 days later. If you look at see the date and time there? It's been 3 days, and the good thing is I have not sneezed in 3 days. So that was my test. I wanted to make sure that I didn't sneeze for 3 days, and I didn't. And so I would give it an A+. But let me show you some things that I found over the last 3 days that I thought were very interesting about this air purifier. So the auto function on here is really cool. So, I often spray like air sanitizer in the air to keep the air clean as well. And I want to show you that this air purifier, the auto really truly does work. As you can see right now, it's on the blue, which means the air is good quality. The blue, that's what the blue means. Got the air sanitizer here. I'll spray a little bit. See that? See how it went to red? See, now the red means that the air is poor quality. And that's the auto sensor inside of the purifier registers that the air is of poor quality. So the fan kicks in and is trying to filter out the air as much as it can to get it to go back to like the green level that it was before, or the blue level, I should say. See that? So the auto function is really cool. So if you have smokers in the house and they start to smoke, this is what's going to happen if you have it in auto mode. So I would always keep this in the auto mode all the time so that it can sense when the air quality has changed and the auto function can just kick in and do its thing, and filter out the air. So that's one cool thing I found about it over the last 3 days. Now, it does take a while for it to go back to like normal, and filter out the air. See how it went to green? See, it just went to green. That means that's moderate air quality. That means it's getting better. Also, Bobby, here, this little device that's at the top of the purifier. This is where you can put some essential oils inside of this thing, and then you place this right on top. And as the air comes out, the essential oils can travel throughout your place and make it smell really good. And let's see if we can turn this baby around. So I noticed on the back, oh, see that? It just went to blue. See, it's normal again. And the fan is on low and it's still on auto. So the auto really works. And on the back of the unit, you'll see the little chart it has that shows you when it goes from red to green to blue. I think the blue and green should be reversed. I mean, when you think about green, you think green, go, like good to go. But here they have blue as good to go. So I think the little chart here is kind of handy. It's got the little handle. I just noticed that. So you can carry it from room to room, get the little handle on the back. And yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to tell you about this air purifier. Hopefully if you grab it, pick it up, I think you'll really enjoy it. And I really enjoyed making this little video. Talk to you later. Thank you.